Hello everyone, this video is sponsored by Brilliant, and in this video we're going to be dealing with rational expressions. So we have the square root of x all over x plus 1 equals 1/3, and we're supposed to evaluate the expression x all over x squared plus 1. I'll be presenting two methods, and I just want to say that I love technology. We use technology all the time, but also as part of my profession, every day I'm involved with technology, and it's just beautiful. Anyways, let's start with the first method. First method is going to involve squaring the expression given, because notice that we have square root of x in the numerator, which turns into an x in the numerator in the second expression, and the bottom, well, we can kind of work it out, right? Let's give it a try. So let's start by squaring the given expression. We know that it's equal to 1/3. So when we square 1/3, we're going to get 1/9, right? And this implies that x square root of x squared divided by x plus 1 squared, which is x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 1/9. And what do you think this gives you? A quadratic equation, right? Let's go ahead and cross multiply. And we get x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 1 times that, and that is equal to x times 9, which is 9x. And we can go ahead and put everything on the same side, because why not? X squared minus 7x plus 1 equals 0. Since this is quadratic and we have a formula, we can solve it, right? Let's go ahead and solve this using the quadratic formula. Remember, it's negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, which is the delta or discriminant, all over 2a. Okay, let's go ahead and apply it to this situation. Negative b is 7 plus minus the square root of b squared, which is 49, minus 4ac. A is 1, so I don't need to worry about it. C is also 1, by the way, and all of that is divided by 2, because a is 1. Make sense? Great. 49 minus 4 is 45, and 45 is 9 times 5. So we can kind of write this as 7 plus minus 3 root 5 divided by 2. So irrational, right? Now, the next step could be something like, since we're trying to evaluate x over x squared plus 1, you can go ahead and replace x with one of these. Wait a minute. One of these? What do you mean? It doesn't matter. You can either one. But since I like the one with the plus number because I'm a positive person, I'm going to go ahead and use it, plug it in two places, and you should get the answer, right? Yes, but guess what? There's a better way to do it. So you can go ahead and do this, solve the quadratic, plug it in, find the x value. What would happen if you use the other solution? It shouldn't matter. But again, give it a try and let us know how that goes. All right? Here's the better way to do it. Once we got to this point, after cross multiplication, notice that we got x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 9x. So instead of just trying to solve this quadratic, because there's a better way, and you should know this because these problems appear a lot on competitions, math competitions. So go ahead and subtract 2x from both sides and isolate x squared plus 1. Do you know why we do this? Because our expression, the one we're looking for, contains x and x squared plus 1. So now in this case, you can go ahead and replace x squared plus 1 with 7x. That's going to give you x divided by 7x, and that is going to be 1 over 7. Of course, x should not be 0, and we know that it's not 0, right? Great. So the first method gave us, so kind of like a 1a and a 1b, maybe alternative approaches within the first. And now we're going to talk about the second method, and we're going to talk about some other stuff. Okay, so just hang in there. Second method. For my second method, again, let's remember the original problem. We're given square root of x divided by x plus 1, and that's equal to 1 over 3. And then we're going to go ahead and solve for the or evaluate the second expression, right? Okay, so how do you do it with the second method? There are two ways to approach the second method. So it's kind of like 2a and 2b. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Well, wait a minute. That was for 2b, right? 2b or not to be. Anyways, I got confused. But here's what we're going to do. As an alternative, you can go ahead and cross multiply this. That should give you x plus 1 equals 3 root x. And then at this point, you can go ahead and try to solve this equation. And again, there are two ways. Oh my. So much branching off, right? You can go ahead and call this something like t, and then this will be t squared, and solve it and then back substitute. Or you can square both sides and that'll isolate or get rid of the radical, and then whatever you find you can use it in the second equation. But that's not what I want. This is kind of like a 2a, and I just want to go with 2b, okay? So it's like 2b or not 2b. So now, in order to evaluate this expression, I'm not going to square both sides right away because that will be the first method. Instead, I'm going to flip this. You know why? Because I want this to be in the numerator. There's a good reason behind that, let me tell you. If you go ahead and flip this, obviously the reciprocal of 1/3 is going to be 3 over 1, which is 3, right? And now it's separable. Isn't that cool? You can kind of write it as x over root x plus 1 over root x. But x divided by square root of x is square root of x, because square root of x times square root of x is equal to x. So this gives us something amazing. You know why? Because if you square both sides, then we're going to get something more amazing. We're going to get x plus 1 over x, squaring a and b, plus 2ab is going to give us 2 because these are reciprocals. And that's equal to 9. And if I subtract 2 from both sides, mathemagic happens, and we get x plus 1 over x equals 7. And you're like, what? This is not what we're looking for. It's actually what we're looking for, because if you make a common denominator, you get the following. Or even better, you could go ahead and multiply both sides by x. That's going to give you x squared plus 1 equals 7x. And then remember, we were looking for x over x squared plus 1. And now we know that x squared plus 1 is 7x. One more time, that's going to give us x divided by 7x, which is 1 over 7 one more time. Awesome. If you enjoy math and technology like I do, then make sure to check out Brilliant. Brilliant is a platform that teaches you math, science, and technology in an engaging fashion. Brilliant helps you become a better problem solver. Among all the classes that they offer, I particularly like how technology works. In this class, you learn how to make complex passwords, password hashing, and much more. To try everything Brilliant has to offer free for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/cybermath or click on the link in the description. You'll also get 20% off an annual premium subscription. Make sure to check Brilliant out. And this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and thanks to Brilliant for sponsoring this video. Please let me know what you think. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you next time with another video. Until then, be safe, take care, and bye-bye.